Hello guys and welcome to this video tutorial. In this video tutorial I'm gonna show you how to use Katalon Studio to build your test automation project for your web application. We are gonna build a test automation project for a website implemented by Katalon, which is here, this website. Let me walk you through the test scenario I'm gonna build in this demo. First of all, I have to open browser and navigate to this URL. Then click this toggle menu and let me first log out. Click this toggle menu and login. Enter credentials to login. Credentials provided by and for password too. Once I get logged in, I should make sure I am logged in, verifying both profile, logout, or any other link are present on the page. Let's click this once again. Here is make a point page. We should make sure that we are on the right page, and let's select one option here. For data-driven purpose, I will be using Excel data-driven to select these values from Excel sheet, and I will click apply for hospital readmission. Each iteration in data-driven test, I will select a different radio button from this radio group, and for visit date I will click here first, and I will go to the next month or the upcoming month regarding the current month. For example here I will click this arrow to move to the next month, and I will select a random day from this calendar. So I will assure I will get a future date here. Let's select anyone and click comment, fill any random comment, and finally I will click book appointment. It will navigate me to the next page, which is appointment confirmation. On this page I have to confirm all data I have previously entered from the previous page, and finally I will click go to home page to rerun the scenario with different set of data. Let's flip to Katalon Studio. Here is the home screen of Katalon Studio. I will create new project, click new project. From these options I will select web. Of course there are some other options here, as Katalon Studio supports different kinds of testing. I will select web. I am building a test automation for a web application. Let's call it web test, and of course keep this option as is for now, and make sure you have selected generate.getIgnore file and generate build.gradle file. I will use both of these options later, and click OK. Our project is being built, and I don't need to add a team or a project to test ops right now, so close this window. And here is our project structure. Let me close Katalon help. First of all, let's create a new test case for opening the browser. Right click test cases folder from Test Explorer and select a new test case. Let's name it open browser and click OK. There are different modes to edit this case, the manual and the script. In this demo, I will go through a script as it gives me more flexibility to edit the test case in Groovy programming language. To get more information about Groovy programming language, you can get some information about the Groovy programming language from the official website of Groovy. Just type Groovy and click this link. From these links you can click documentation and it will navigate you to documentation page. Here you can select this link, single page document, to read all info about programming itself and how to do different things in Groovy programming. And here is the list of components and everything about Groovy language. So let's get back to Katalon Studio, and here I need to open my browser. I will use the web UI keywords. Keywords are ready-made or built-in functions and methods in Katalon Studio. Web UI stands for Web User Interface, and it contains a group of methods and classes related to handling actions on the websites. I need open browser, and as you can see, I have to select the first option here. Open browser is a method. It takes a string parameter which represents the URL I will navigate to. So this is I will copy the URL here from the browser and paste it here. I will give it in the open browser method. So this line of code is responsible for opening the web browser, Google Chrome or Firefox, it does not matter. Let's first update our web drivers if it is not updated. For the first time you download and install Katalon Studio, you have to update Chrome and Firefox as they are the main browsers we may work on during the test automation. So now let's click this button to run our test case. It is now opening Firefox, as you can see here. And here is our web page is open now. I will verify this web title. The web page title is Cura Healthcare Service. Let's get back to Katalon Studio, and it says passes 1 and test case is done. here, web UI. Once again, I will use verify match. To verify I have got the right web title, so I will select this one, the first version of verify match function. The actual text, I have to use web UI once again, but this time I will use another function called get title, web UI dot get title. Get window title. It's called get window title, and here is it, get window title, the third one here, and as you can see it returns string. So get window title for the actual web text, web title. I'm using web UI dot get window title to capture the web title here, the page title here, Cura, which is Cura Healthcare Service. So let me get back to Katalon Studio, and for the second parameter, let me mark here the page title. For the page title, I can quickly, let's press Ctrl and U to load the page source. I can directly copy the page title from here. Let's search for title, and I can copy all this text here between title brackets. Let's close this one and get back to Katalon Studio and provide this second parameter. False is the third parameter, is a Boolean parameter, and it denotes if it's a regular expression. Here it's a normal text, it is not a regular expression. I have to give false here for this parameter. Let me rerun this test case once again. Let me close this window and rerun my test case once again. It's now opening Firefox, and it will navigate to our website. This is our website here. And here we go. This is our web page. Let's close this page and get back to Katalon Studio. As you can see here, it says there is still it passed here. Our test case has passed, and see, verify match is green colored, which means our test case has passed, has run successfully. And here it says passes 1, failure 0, error 0. So everything is okay for now. Let's move this hard-coded URL into a variable or a parameter, global parameter, using profiles. Profiles is responsible to edit some global variables. I will add variables, and here default profile is created for us. Now let's move this URL into a global variable. I will copy all this URL and go to profiles, If I expand the profiles, I will find default profile is created by default. So let's open default profile and click add to add a new variable here. Let's name it URL. Value type, it will be string, and the value I will paste the URL. Click OK. Don't forget to save your changes. Here Katalon Studio says you have asterisk before the name. That means you didn't save this file, so Control S or file and save. You can click this button too, and now close this default profile. Let me get back to our script. So now how to access this variable. To access the global variables, I will say global press Control and space if you didn't get the IntelliSense or autocomplete. And here is the first selection for me, global variable dot, and you will get all global variables listed for you. I will select URL here. As you can see, the URL, the one I have previously defined. Let's test this code. Let's test what we have done so far. And now it's opening Firefox. And once again, here is our website. So it really works. Let me close this window. And now let's click this one. Let's click this toggle menu button, and then I will select, it's supposed to be logged out by default. I will click this toggle button, and I will then click login button from this menu. Get back to Katalon Studio, and for this test case, I will add, let's capture the elements I will work on. So all elements will be saved under object repository. Object repository contains all page components and objects. And to easily capture elements, let's open spy web. And provide the URL I'm gonna spy on. The URL is this one. Copy and paste here. You also have to select a browser from this menu. You can select Firefox or Google Chrome. Let me keep it as Google Chrome for now and click start. It will open Google Chrome and navigate to this website. As you can see here, on the top of the page there is, or on the top or at the bottom of the page, there is like the selector appearing. The selector appears as I get over the different components and web elements. I need this one, and to capture an element, press Alt and backtick from keyboard. Alt and backtick. I need this element. Let me try this. Actually, I can capture object here. And if you get back to object spy, you will find an element coming here. Let me select the other component for login button. I will right click this one and select capture object. Let me get back to, so I have here two elements. You can rename the page object here, let's say homepage. And from this and for this one, let's say toggle menu. I can say link login. Once I select any element here from the top part, I can see here the selected locator for this element. Let me keep this as is, and for this one I may, let's refine this. I can select by XPath or CSS or attributes. Let me get here, and I think I have better locators here. Text equals login. I can remove this, and I don't need the XPath anymore. The tag itself on click, I will remove on click action. You can verify and highlight, click this one. And it gets back to, it says here found one element using XPath selector. This is a valid XPath selector for this element. The same I can do for toggle menu. Let's click and highlight, and so on. So also found one element using XPath selector. Let me save before I can close object spy window. I should save all these modifications. It gives me the options here to save my object under object repository folder. Let's click save, click OK button. And now I don't need this window anymore, but I will keep it open for now. Let's get back to Katalon Studio, and here if you navigate to object repository from the left hand panel, you will find here the object repository is now containing homepage folder with two options, link login and toggle menu for our web elements that we have previously selected. So you can double click any element to open its options and all locators. So here is attributes, as we have selected attributes for this element, and the other one, toggle menu, you can also double click to open. And here as is. Let me close all these windows and get back to my script. Don't forget to save your work. Now I need to click the toggle button menu to show login button, and then click login button to take me to the login page. Here from this toggle menu I will click login. Let me get back to Katalon Studio. Once again I will be using here web UI, but this time I will use click function to click an element on the web page. And notice here I will take the first one, click. There are some options. I will select the first one, which takes test object. I will hit enter or click this function. What you can do here, it's you can drag and drop this object from object repository. Let's select toggle menu and drag it here. Sorry, I will, let's drag it to a new line. And then select all this line and cut and paste here. Notice here it uses a built-in function called find test object. You can write this all this expression manually, but it will be easier to drag and drop as I did right now. Now this line, from this line I can click the toggle button menu. I need to click login button in order to get me to login page. So the same, I will web UI dot click. Let's drag link login element here. Link login. And the same as I did with the first element, I can do with any element here. And now let's rerun our test case. And now you see it clicks login button and it will navigate me to login page. Here is our test case. Let me close this window now and get back to Katalon Studio. Let's take a quick pause and continue in the next video.